Wow. They backed all the way from the main road. Feel bad for the guy. So they still have 4 or 5 sets of trusses on.
Not put them on the roof.
You can't. Huh. Well, that's a little disappointing. Of course, we originally weren't planning on doing that anyway.
Right.
So he knows right where you going, where you want him.
I told him, yeah, I was just talking. It said right there. Yeah, he must be planning on it. I've never seen him unload trusses before.
Oh yeah. He probably won't put them up there just for insurance.
That's my guess.
Yeah, because that will easily do it. Have a rough day yesterday?
What?
A rough day yesterday? Hard day?
Yeah, the bumpers was I gave up a little bit.
Wow.
The picture.
Oh. Wow. Wow. How long were you there?
6 hours just for to get out there.
Yeah.
And say it taken 1 hour out to unload it because the bundles was too heavy for the crane. So
Wow.
we need the tractor and with the crane. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very fun. No, not a fun day at all. No, yes, sir, not. It's okay. You can take a picture while I unload it with my cell phone.
Sure.
Yeah.
A photo or
Yeah, a photo.
what do
Yeah.
a photo? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, my screen. You don't. No, I had the big accident the last year in the truck, so he doesn't like this.
Huh.
He started out. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'm a photographer today. Does this pay more, Al?
The gimbal on the top. You want the gimbal on the top? The pyramid truss?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yep. I'm sure they get into some pretty tough predicaments. So it's 1:30, but it's kind of late to start, late in the day. Al has an appointment. Chad and Dan are gone. It's too late to call them to come in. And I need a vacation time, so we're going to call it good for the day. We'll be back tomorrow and we'll set all of those trusses and maybe get all the purlins on, I hope. Good morning, modern homesteaders, or steaders. Let me try it again. Good morning, steaders. I don't know. I'm trying to copy Al. He says it so much better than I. Today is a huge, big day. We are going to be finally setting trusses that got waylaid for a few days. The plan, we'll see how it goes. There'll be 4 of us. So I'll be in the lift inside, picking the truss up, swinging it around, and setting it. Chad and Dan one will be in the scissor lift on one side, the other one on a regular, conventional, old-style ladder on the other side, nailing off at the bottom. Al's going to have his tractor with forks, and he'll pick up each truss, back up, and bring it over to the front of the garage shop, and then I'll hook on, swing it around, and set it. Hopefully it goes that smoothly. Interestingly, with typical a typical 2-car garage that we might do 24 by 24, we would set trusses at the rate of about 3 minutes per truss. This, I'm sure, will take longer because it's just a lot more moving. Just because they're bigger, they're 40-foot trusses plus a 10.5-inch overhang. And the reason it's a 10.5-inch overhang is because we're going to be adding a subfascia on the ends of the rafter tails, truss tails. And so the the 2x6 that we'll be using, and the 2x6 and will be 1.5 inches, and then the truss tail that's hanging over is 10.5, so that'll equal a foot, so that we'll have a 1 foot overhang all the way around. One other highlight bright spot is over here. We've set these out of the way, but we have this is a 200-watt setup for solar. These two panels go to that power station for 100 watts. The sun's just getting up above the trees. I didn't want to move them closer and have them in the way, so in a few minutes the sun will fully get onto these. Right now they're charging, this one's charging at 71 watts. This one's at 87 because it's more in the sun. So that's working pretty well. I think they're both up to around 40% charge right now. We'll use those later as we have to plug things in. Apparently, I was misnaming, or we were misnaming purlins and girts. Purlins are on the roof.
Purlins are on the roof, girts are on the wall.
Purlins are on the roof. Girts are on the wall. Thanks for letting us know about that. Oh, so we're going to mark purlin locations on the top cords of the trusses so that we don't have to do it up there. So it'll all be done ahead. It'll save us a lot of climbing around up there. One thing we have to consider is there's going to be a 2x4 initially subfascia going on all the trusses. And then this would represent a purlin on the roof going that way. So, we have to do a calculation to know where to start securing the purlins, so that when we do this, we're going to pre-drill the roofing. When we pre-drill, we make sure that we have the right locations. So we're going to figure that out right now. So this, I ordered it set up for a 2x4. Typically we would do plywood on the roof. This time we're doing purlins. So it's just a little different setup. But you can see the 2x4. See if we can get that. That band's holding it out. But plywood would typically sit right flush coming down there, but the purlin is going to sit flush there. So I just need to find out where we're going to mark. Right in the mud. We're going to be like right there. That will set it. That'll work perfect. We'll have a bit of an angle there, so when we run the drip edge, that will come down tight to this. The fascia will come up and tuck under that. That will be great. Okay, so right there. So I've made a mark here that represents the top of the 2x6. This should be 2 3/4 down, would be the center of the first purlin. So from there we can figure out the 2-foot spacing all the way up through, and it'll be dead on. I think we need to clear up one thing right now. Al has done construction. He's been a carpenter for years prior to homesteading, and so he's very knowledgeable. I've picked up a few tricks from him, but he's a hard worker, and it's been fun working this job together. And we don't mind it at all having him work with us. Okay, because safety is always, almost always number one. I'm wearing safety harness. You can tell I use this a lot. I think I've always had troubles getting these put on. All right, so that's that. Wonder what that does.
I think you have it backwards. On both your legs, no?
Okay, I'm professional at this.
He uses this every job.
That's why I've seen it.
You should have seen the bucket these were in. There was about a pound of dog food in there. Apparently I've got mice. There should be a thing. Okay. I think it's upside down. Not that Dan said that right off the bat. Oh yeah, see this? That always has to be up somewhere. And then, I think these are leg holding things. Get over there. This may turn into a video all by itself. You think that's right?
No, I think you have to take a step into the inside.
This is why I don't wear these. It's like, what a puzzle. Okay, somebody walk me through this.
Step into it like that.
Huh?
Put each foot where the yellow is.
In this way?
Yeah, like. Okay.
Wow. How many people does it take to put on a safety harness? Okay. I know that this thing needs to be to the back with the hook.
Hold it up.
Whew. I gotta stay down so you can see me in the camera.
Hold this.
I'd really like to do it alone, but I'll probably never get it done. So there's one there. Ouch. Oh, I think it's. Oh. Look at this. This thing's just like new. Okay, okay, there's a rope that will attach to the bucket. Super safe. All right. And here we go. First truss, the gable end. Starting on the back, of course. Al has the truss already on. Oh, actually, that's pretty good position, Al. I think that might work good. Are you full height? That might not work good. Yeah. Just trying to lower my center of gravity. No, well, no, I think we're all right. The thing is now is it. I'm just going to come up close to the building. Yeah. Just a love tap, eh? Is it going up at all? No, it's not, is it? Okay. Can you tell me when I clear the wall? I guess I'll know when it swings. It's handling the truss fine. Yeah. I guess I'm coming your way, Chad. Four minutes of truss. I think we have a rope in the trailer. Yeah. All right. I think it's swinging toward you. Does it got to go to Chad? What a beautiful day. I think we've got it figured out. Al's got a pretty good setup on his forks, so we're going to do it. quite a setup he's got.
Should be.
Should be perfect.
I like it.
Wow, drop down, slide out.
Let me pull in some. Is that good? Going down a little bit.
Can I do braces over here, or?
These? No, I don't think so. It's all it's pretty solid. Once we get, I think we might go out halfway and get some purlins on. Truss number 4. Okay. I gotta go to you, Chad.
Yeah.
Dropping. Guess we can stack them all right up there, I think. Probably just need one gun. Yeah, I'm good. What's that? No, we'll still have movement enough. Good question, though. I think we'll make sure it's all plumb with a brace. All right. So we'll take the longest one. Actually, you'll probably be nailing that your end first, but I can hand it back to you. Which end is the right end, the correct end? That's my end. So if you can nail your end first.
Flush to the bottom, or?
Do you see these marks? Let's tip it up a little. These marks right here, that is this edge. That is yours first. Yep. So, actually, the flexies, which I need more. I got my go for. Does it look centered on it? Yep, okay. Good, yeah. Well, we were doing great things. The battery, it's a pretty weak battery in the lift apparently. So we've got to plug that in and stop. We'll reposition outside, and I think we can reach everything else from out there. They're getting ready to go nail up a 2x6 nailer on the bottom cord, on top of the bottom cord, right at that webbing.
The top or bottom? This side, that side, which one? This side. This side.
The upper side.
The top upper.
The trusses are leaning quite a bit this way, so we're going to push them back and get some bracing to hold that. So I'm going to push it. What's that? So I'm going to give it a push. Well, we know it's got to go out about 2 or 3 inches. Okay? One more. One more. What did I push? What button? Here goes. That's what I'm wondering. I think we might want to go just a skosh past. It is, you said?
Just a little, but you can go a little more.
This kind of, when it goes, it goes. Okay. Let's put some stress on this. Okay. I think that piece that we're just nailing on is probably the most critical right now as far as if a windstorm comes up. I think that'll take care of it. Backing off. Oh, that didn't move hardly at all, I don't think. Wow, that is stiffening it up a lot. So we had gone home for the day, and we knew that there was a thunderstorm coming, but I was at home and we got a huge gust of wind that came through. Well, we have set a little over half of the trusses at LUMNAH's, and it brought flashbacks of I did a job where it was a 60 by 120 building. It was a church, actually, with cathedral trusses, and we had the 2/3 of them up, and the wind came through and took them down in the night, or the next morning. And so I just texted Al and told him I wanted to come over and just look at them again and make sure. It's not something I take lightly as far as my work. I like to make sure it's right. It's raining, it's a little bit windy, but I'll get up here, I'll put my hoodie on, so we'll be there in just a sec. So you can see them all there. I just want to make sure, should just take a minute. All right, see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Well, we're back after I was over here last night. Nothing moved. Everything stayed solid. That was super encouraging this morning. So we're getting set up. We have a little more, we have to put some purlins on the back side there. And then we're ready to set more trusses.